Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way. That is all I ask. I hope you see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure that they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
オルテール。リズム計画のために提供された、ためだけに提供される極めて機密性の高いスーパーコンピューターだということを思い出してほしい。個人的なプロジェクトのためのものではない。もちろん π の小数点以下どこまで計算できるような流れで面白いし、どれほどの暗号を突破できるのか試し、完璧なクーリーシミュレーションでピンポンをするのも面白かろうが、そういうことは後でやってくれ。今みんなには期限に間に合わせることに集中してほしい。我々はパートナーやクライアントとともに胸躍る新たな航空宇宙技術を開発している。それでも退屈するものなどいないだろう。間違えた。ごめん。コマンドコンソール起動した。プリズム計画の最初の発射ですが、今日行われることを発表できて嬉しく思っている。スーツを着て屋上に集まってほしい。時間は9時 EDT。腕時計を頭部夏時間に合わせておいてくれ。我々のパートを遠隔で仕上げる。イメトロ化されるより良くすること。なんかマジででも宇宙って感じの話だな。本当に多次元だのなんだのかんだのですって。
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Canaveral,
are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
NASA に行く？NASA に行く？NASA に行けんの？
I have something for you when you have a moment.
NASA 発射とこれが地球？これが地球？砂漠化とかいうレベルじゃないけど。何これ？更地とかいうレベルじゃないじゃん。これが地球か。マジで何万年後の世界？これ地球。何がどうなったらこんなんなっちゃう？相当な時間経過がないとこうはならんぞ。マジで全部砂漠化なんて。地表が全部埋まったとかならまだ現実味あるか。こうなってても何かによって建物が一個も残ってないなんてことはあり得る？
The most likely way into the NASA facility would be via an elevator shaft taking us straight down. Hopefully the system is.
いや、なんもないんかーい。 これ人的災害でこうなったのかな、それともなんかこうもっと超次元的な自然災害的なサムシングでこうなったのかな。電力が必要。でいい。地下に行くのか。わあ、す
This
ごい。
looks like it was some type of crew preparation area. Probably the last step before boarding. It's definitely seen better. We need to talk.
仕上げ中、手順。回収場合であると宇宙服の機密確認が不可欠。我々は長いこと辛抱してきた。発射の許可が出る人たちは以前よりもずっと増えたが、だがそういう人々の人生はまだ我々の手の中にある。次の発射がキャンセルされる予定があるという噂があるのを知っている。しかし我々の誠意でそうなることは避けよう。いつも本番だと考えるんだ。諸君のプロ意識が宇宙旅行を少しだけ安全にする。我々のプロ意識はありったけ注ぎ込むんだ。エラー、アーカイブに損傷あり。デシノリガルアーカイブの一部を復旧。
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatienne. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with two members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatienne. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those two military handrefs, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatienne. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Soon. Yeah. What?
何か変、まあ何か変だろうね。変じゃないけどこんなことやってけねえよ。バケモンの1匹や2匹ぐらいいそうな感じだけど。すげえ。いやなんか普通にこう感動するんだけどマジで。こんなゲームができる。できてることに感動してるよ今。ジュディス個人の。
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
あ、これバスコの試作機。
Well, look at that. It appears we've found one of Vasco's long lost
そうだ、
relatives.
そういうことだ。
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to find out. This is quite an impressive facility. The logistics it must have taken.
くっそ近まで来てるよね、だってこれ。これだ。アクセス強化する前に、これ、勲章で合ってるなんて読むんだろうを確認すること。そう、たとえ将軍だってもそれぐらい起こっても構わない。これは長官からの直接命令。電話や録音機器は現金とする。ある筆記用具はラボから退出時に確認する。極秘情報が彼らも全て欲しい。
Project Log, Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore. But further work is going to have to take place in space, somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds, pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us. It's all going to be possible.
Project Log, Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
これが初期型グラブドライブですか？ちょっと待って、そこどうやって行くの？おーだ。ビクター・アイザー。さっきを稼働させるときは気をつけて、固定されているようなことにし、研究者のポケットを空にさせ、宝石時計などを発射させる。ドライブの中にはかけがえのない標本が入っているし、全データに厳重な機密が求められる。全研究対象に最新の処理を重ねて、絶対に情報をこの研究室から出しちゃならない。めっちゃある。
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
何したんだ？ああ、ここないのね。要請に従って君たちが提供してくれてた。めっちゃ長い。ちょっとこれはいいや。読まねえわ。目で読むわ、普通に。はあ。ないああ、はいはい。地球の大気の一部が吹き飛ぶ。えぐ。 あ
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
こいつもインティ触っちゃっ
Just
た
get away from me.
なんかすごいな。まあ言ってしまえばこいつのせいで一旦地球が滅びたわけだよね。じゃあちょっとさなんて言うんだろうな、すごいさ話が最先端すぎてちょっと会場鍵が必要。おう来た。PSI 不細工。
Arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like
ああ。
So, you might have company.
よし、サラか。あ、着いた。着いた。
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel at the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
まあ、間違いない。理論的に言ったらその方が。人類の運命は成形にあった。
Don't you see? The power of the artifacts forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice.
まあ、そうか。
How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
早く集めたものが手に入れるべき。どちらも間違いだ。アイスボーン、スターボーン以外の人間が判断を下すべき。正しいもの、早く集めたもの。まあでも、賞味こんなのさ、正しいものが使うってのはあまりにも偽善感が強いな。
Finally, common sense.
Don't do this. Even if you agree with the hunter's methods, he's only looking out for himself.
Oh, I think we all know that. But I want you to succeed. You've never gotten this far before. I need to see what happens to you.
ハンターにつこうかな、俺は。
Yes, I also like picking winners.
Fine. You two have made your choice. The usual place?
The buried temple. Oh yes, we'll be there.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
You and I better have a chat. Talk through the next steps. I have a little favor I want to ask you too. Besides, there's no point going to the buried temple until all the other artifacts have been gathered. Your friends in Constellation should be able to help you there. They always seem to have a knack for finding the stragglers.
何をしてほしいんだ？
Keeper Aquilus, my illustrious counterpart. He's a loose end that needs tying.
どうすんの？なぜ殺す？
First, he led you to my meeting with the emissary. Now, that's turned out well for me, but it's hardly good to have someone who knows your secrets hanging around. Second, I don't like him.
自分のまあそうか、確かに。
Other versions of yourself have a habit of being
ちょっとわからなくはないかも、今現段階でもこれは。まあ仕方ない。
Let me take in this moment. It's not every day you get to send an assassin after
こいつに作って
yourself.
決めたんだからこいつに従おう。